for October. Something you are keeping close to your chest. You're playing your cards close to your chest is what I'm seeing. Playing your cards carefully, keeping your cards close to your chest. That's what it is. Yes. There is something here, strong message, could be a warning to play your cards close to your chest. So you can play it right. That makes sense. There's something here that I do see. There's a balancing act. You may find that you're not sure exactly who you can trust or who you know. I mean, it will be very clear very soon, by the way. You will know who you can trust. But there's something about you needing to be a bit more protective with what you know, with what you do, with who you hang around with, and it's saying do your due diligence. And it's all to do with the universe just wanting to protect you and to keep you on a good, light, happy path. That is the main thing here. You're going to, it's like, the universe is keeping you out of trouble. And what I mean by that, it's like, it's not going to allow you to be around someone that causes drama, chaos, things like that. Someone that just really knows how to drag the energy down is negative. Yeah, because I do see that. But you're not going to be connected to that. So if you find things like feeling a bit weird, or like you listen to your gut. Very, very important here. It does say listen to your gut. It is right about you not wanting to share too much. It will really help you out. If you have like gotten a promotion, because I do see potential promotions here. There's an increase. And something also, Sagittarius, that you've been determined to receive. You can celebrate that with the ones that your loved ones, with the ones that you truly are close to and love and all of that. The ones that have shown you support. It's just saying to be aware of that. And it's good to know this in advance. Definitely always good to know this in advance. There's something about, I get a very specific message here. Oopsie, sorry about the light. It always happens, so funny. Here we go. Very specific message about pottery. I know that's so random. Random. Maybe you do pottery. I don't know. Somebody around you does pottery. There's something that maybe you bought something from someone that does pottery or vase, there's something in here for you. That's what it's coming through. I also get, oh gosh, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. I don't know, but anyway, here are the random messages. Squirrel. Maybe you love squirrels, or you're in the park and you see squirrels and they're all around you. It's just like this. What I see, a really beautiful, calming effect, and it could be in the afternoon, and maybe you listen to this message at that moment. But it's a good sign. These are positive signs, and just something in the moment for you to cherish. You could see some expenses in October, you having to buy new things, a place that you may have to furnish or refurnish, something like that. Yeah, something to do with furniture. I get a blanket. Random, of course, it has to be random. Maybe it's a really nice blanket that you're getting. I don't know, but it's there. I see you having to eat healthier and just really kind of sticking to that as well. There is your prosperity looks good. Looks quite nice. There is something that has been worth the wait, something that you have been waiting for quite some time that is finally here, and it is yours. You're securing it. It does feel like a finally, okay, yes, and it's something that you have managed to do all by yourself. I do also get, for some of you on the property ladder, you like something to do with a property, a purchase of a house, perhaps some of you, or something that you're planning on doing. you're no longer feeling like you're needing to scrape by the way, anymore. That's like those days are gone. I think something is going to be lifted off from you in terms of whatever kind of weight that there may have been. And you're going to see many times that, like I said, the universe is going to get you out of any kind of trouble or not allow you to be anywhere near that. There's going to be so many times where you're evading that. There's a response that you are receiving, some news here that, will sort of change the mood for quite some time. And I do see it's only getting you closer with certain connections here. It feels really beautiful, really kind of strong spirited here as well. And I do see you having to be street smart about how you deal with certain people. You're winning a number of meetings over. You're winning something over. Something that can be easily rejected. You succeed. I hope that makes sense. Something like, let's say, 90% of the time it's a no, but for you it's a yes. I love it. I like it. Okay, let's see what the cards have for you, Sagittarius. I do feel like that your heart is going to be fulfilled. There is some emotional fulfillment here. Yep. All right. The Ace of Wands. Ooh. The Hermit. And the Hierophant. All right. Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and the Hierophant. This is a very strong new way forward, a new way forward. This is the beginning. What I do see in you, start a new beginning of yourself, of how you do things. Something here that you are reflecting very deeply about and ready to, it also tells me, by the way, when we were talking about keeping things close to you, keeping close to your chest, not revealing much, that is definitely showing up here with the Hermit. And sticking by that here with the Hierophant. Whatever it is that you have learned from others that you look up to, it's really going to pay off. And someone has paved the way for you to also rise to that level of success. I do see there is certain burden that you're just, it's dissolving basically. You're not going to be buried or anything like buried under any kind of stress. You're freeing yourself from that. You're doing things that for you, is good. It's right for you. I hope that makes sense. There is a period of a lot of peace and downtime. But somebody is ready to also appear. Some energy is also ready to appear and approach you, and it feels like it's the real deal. Whatever this connection is, it feels like this is the real deal. Ooh, King of Pentacles and Justice. All right. King of Pentacles. This is the real deal. There we go. Whatever it is that's transpiring, it is here to stay. It is serious. It's something that, it's not to be brushed off or anything like that. There is a very strong commitment of whatever kind that is happening that you're going to sign or both sign, making promises that are going to be kept. And I do see someone that is serious, but it's really going to help open doors for you as well, whatever it is this connection has that you have with. Some doors are definitely opening. Things are starting to really balance out and be very, very solid. It does pay off, whatever it is that you've been, having patience for. Keep working, and you've been waiting. Your patience is paying off here. And I do see, I get a message of like the struggle is real. Yes, absolutely. But you receive some kind of breakthrough, and I sense like this freedom here, because you're no longer having to have certain worries, anxieties that you had before. Someone is definitely staying true to their word. And there's a good karmic energy happening here, karmic justice. Things are happening the way it should, like the lovely Nine of Pentacles. I love it. Look at the Nine of Pentacles. Definitely happening in the way that it should. And the Nine of Pentacles, I get here like you are free. You're free to do whatever it is that you desire. You have your independence, and it's a lot more important and larger than you realize. You could be in a relationship, in a marriage even with somebody, but you're also very much your own person and free as well. There's a lot more stability coming in. There's something here that you get to keep a certain way about the way you do things, if that makes sense. There is little compromise in terms of how you live your life and what is coming your way. I do get, for some of you're traveling soon. There are things that you're going to also treat yourself. You're treating yourself. Like, you're like, no, you know what? I deserve this. I can do it. I can afford it. I'm going to, whatever it is. It could be a big purchase for some of you. Let's see what the Moonology card has. A new romantic cycle begins. Oh, new moon in Libra. Look at that, scales. What did I talk about? That commitment, someone that really says what they mean, not playing around. Here we go. Somebody that is just finally ready. This doesn't necessarily have to be something romantic. Okay, for those of you that are not looking for that, it could be a job, it could be whatever it is, this sort of offer that is coming through, but it is one that on both sides you've worked on, and this new cycle could be something that you've been involved in already, but that's why, hence, a new cycle is coming through. And I do see that it's like here to stay. Something is appearing and it feels fresh and it feels clear. No need to you reading in between the lines or anything like that, but you still get to do what you want. Like, it definitely works out in the way that it is supposed to for your benefit.